The first time I looked at our building, it seemed, well, one, it was eclectic. It was a little historical, had a history as an old milk factory. It had later on uses as a video production house. They filmed a movie here. It had a real interesting story to it. So the first time I looked at it, I just thought it was a little quirky building. But then after I slept on it for 9 months, I revisited it and I said, whoa, now wait a minute. What a great platform to articulate the advanced technologies of Cisco. Because the building is a little compartmentalized. There's different areas. So we turned one into a service provider lab. We turned one area into a staging center. We turned another area that has over 100 Cisco certified technicians that they call home, where they help configure, test, and turn up some of the world's largest data communications projects. And then we have a video conferencing room that articulates all the product line that Cisco has in not only UC, but also the video conferencing strategy. So the building itself becomes a platform for data communications change, and a platform that allows us to go to market and really capture some of the energies that customers and our end users that let us bring real value to the marketplace to demonstrate the technologies. And I think that's why I connected with the building.
The design really began with site selection. We wanted to select a site that needed to be redeveloped, needed some help. So we selected a site that had some contaminants and some environmental issues, which we took care of in an environmentally responsible manner, and we're able to revitalize this site and reclaim this land that would have normally gone undeveloped and sat vacant for years. We wanted to achieve gold certification in the LEED standard. What that means is we had to seriously reduce the amount of energy that this building was going to consume, as well as reduce the water usage and increase the occupancy comfort levels to a point that the LEED certification board would give us the points necessary to achieve LEED Gold certification. For instance, we use high efficiency lighting fixtures as well as low flow water fixtures to conserve water and conserve energy. We also added 100,000 VA or 100,000 watts of solar panels on top of the roof of the warehouse. At the time that the solar panels were installed, it was the largest solar array in all of North Texas. Another point that we did to conserve water is we put in an underground water storage tank that stores 30,000 gallons of water that we can use for irrigation and reduce our demand on the city water supply. Beyond an efficient design, we also use building automation systems to further reduce our demand on the energy grid. We've incorporated motion sensors as well as timers to shut lights off that aren't being used, and shut down ports on switches that aren't being used, so that extra energy is not just wasted. We also monitor our water usage as well as our electrical usage, so we can see how different activities that we do within the building affect how much water and energy we use, thus changing our behavior and further increasing the efficiency of our building. It was quite an amazing thing to be a part of. You know, I was involved very early on and was able to see the transformation of this facility, and then also to see the transformation of the culture within the organization. Working for a company like General Data Tech is just a really amazing experience. The level of service that we deliver to our customers, as well as the other things that we do from a cultural perspective, an environmental perspective, having all that incorporated into your job on a day-to-day basis makes it a really amazing place to work.
When I look back on the last 2 years of trying to go through the aches and pains of building a building, I smile because I look around the building and I see people walking around, carrying the Cisco flag, forming a community with Cisco. There's a lot of what I call fellowship going on here and banter around Cisco's newest products. And this has been a launch pad for us to deliver those products, and that makes me very happy.